Welcome to Daily News Podcast, your snapshot of life in Mangalore and beyond. Today, we've got a lineup of news that connects, informs, and inspires. Ready to catch up? Let's begin.
In a shocking incident in Kudramukh Reserve Forest area, it is suspected that a group of 10 people engaged in poaching a sambar deer, which was later butchered and sold. The incident took place on October 28th in the Naxal-hit Kutlur village of Belthangadi Taluk. Though cases have been filed against only two individuals, namely Sandesh Pujari and Radhakrishna Pujari, locals claim that 10 people were involved in the crime. Allegations suggest that the deer was slaughtered at Sandesh Pujari's house and meat was sold at Radhakrishna Pujari's chicken shop for Rs. 1,000 per kilogram. The disagreement over the meat's sale price amongst locals led to the revelation of this illegal act. Currently, both accused individuals are on the run, evading forest officials.
In Udupi, the Padubidri police have taken action against the office bearers of the Social Democratic Party of India, SDPI, for organizing an unauthorized procession that disrupted traffic on the national highway at Hejmadi. The group held a jatha on December 10th, gathering near the national highway toll gate in Hejmadi without permission. Despite police instructions to disperse, they continued to block traffic. The police have filed a case against SDPI leaders including Riaz Kadambu, Hanif Mulur, Nuruddin Malaru, Feroz Kanchanadka, and others under various sections of the law. The procession, part of the Chalo Belagavi Ambedkar March 2, caused inconvenience to vehicles on the highway, attracting around 75 to 100 participants. The SDPI members claim the jatha was a protest demanding social justice from the government.
In Mangalore today, Sanjay Malhotra assumed office as the 26th governor of the Reserve Bank of India, succeeding Shaktikanta Das, whose term ended recently. Malhotra, known as the peacetime general, is set to address the media today at 3 p.m. With India's economy stable, there is anticipation regarding any future rate cuts. The new governor, a career civil servant, previously served as the revenue secretary. A 1990 batch IAS officer of the Rajasthan cadre, Malhotra is a graduate from IIT Kanpur with a master's degree in public policy from Princeton University. His tenure brings expectations for continued economic stability and growth. Stay tuned for updates on Mangalore today.
A man from Tamil Nadu, identified as Bimsant John, has been arrested by Manipal police for cheating a five-star hotel in Manipal. The 67-year-old had checked into the hotel on December 7th under the pretext of attending a conference, but fled without settling his bill of $39,298. John, who has a history of cheating hotels across cities like Kollam, Tyne, and Delhi, had 49 cases against him nationwide and had served a 5-year sentence for a similar offense in 1996. After swift action by the authorities, John has been produced before the court and remanded to judicial custody for 14 days. Let this be a reminder to remain vigilant against such fraudulent activities.
In Mudabidri, a court has pronounced a minivan driver guilty in a fatal accident case. Rajesh Pujari has been sentenced to 2 years in jail for an incident in December 2020, where his vehicle hit and fatally injured a woman named Sukalatha and a 12-year-old boy in Haliangadi Junction. The woman succumbed to her injuries later. Police arrested Pujari for reckless driving and a charge sheet was filed. Besides imprisonment, he faces a 5,000 fine and an additional 30 days in jail if he fails to pay it. Pujari has also been sentenced to 6 months for violating sections 279 and 338 of the IPC.
In Mangalore, two men, Amir Suhail from Bengaluru and Suhail Ahmed Vani from Jammu Kashmir, have been apprehended for their involvement in an online scam. The scam resulted in a Konaje resident losing lakhs of rupees. The duo allegedly sent a fraudulent link via WhatsApp and Telegram to the victim, deceiving them into multiple transactions that amounted 28,865. The incident was reported to the authorities, leading to the arrests. Notably, this is part of a larger investigation, as 5 other individuals have already been detained in connection to the case. Stay tuned to Mangalore today for more updates on this developing story.
In a breakthrough, the CCB police in Mangalore have apprehended 2 infamous chain snatchers wanted for a series of crimes in Mangalore and Karkala. The arrested culprits have been identified as Habib Hassan alias Chambugudi, Habib alias Abi, and Umar Shiaf. The police successfully recovered a gold chain, a bike, and a knife from the suspects. The duo was involved in an incident where they snatched a chain from an Anganavati helper in Narangana village and another incident in Bola village in Karkala. The arrests were made following precise information obtained by the police, leading to the capture of the criminals at Car Street in Mangalore. Justice is being served as the authorities continue to crack down on criminal activities in the region.
In a tragic incident near Kuntaru Marur on the Sulia-Kasargod Road, a collision between a car and a lorry claimed the life of Mohammed Kunhi, a 65-year-old resident of Ujjavar. Mohammed was returning after dropping his son in Kasargod when the accident occurred. The Maruti Omni he was driving sustained severe damage in the collision. Our thoughts and prayers are with the family of the deceased during this difficult time. A significant copper plate inscription from the Kaladi rulers has been unearthed at Mahalingeshwar Temple in Talar, Udupi district. Historian T. Murugeshi highlighted the religious tolerance of the Kaladi rulers towards the Sufi saints in the region. The inscription, dating back to 1774, praises the Kaladi rulers as the proponents of Vedic theory. It mentions the lineage of rulers, including Basavappa Nayaka Sikad, who built a mutt for a Sufi saint and made substantial donations. The inscription sheds light on the cultural and religious harmony fostered by the Kaladi rulers. This valuable find adds to the historical narrative of the region.
A revolutionary leap in healthcare for Kundapura and its surroundings as the Charmaki Narayan Shetty Memorial Eye Hospital unveils its state-of-the-art facilities at Shankara Narayan. Inaugurated by Narayana Netralaya, the hospital offers top-notch eye care and primary health services absolutely free. This vision turned reality was conceived by Dr. N. Sitaram Shetty, backed by the late Dr. Bhujang Shetty. Managed by Bhumiputra Architecture, this noble initiative marks the 100th birth anniversary of SNC's founder, Mr. C. Narayana Shetty. With renowned healthcare figures in attendance, the hospital promises up to 70,000 free cataract surgeries annually, operated by high-tech equipment. Emphasizing preventive care, free consultations, vaccinations, and lab tests are offered at the primary healthcare center. Residents are urged to benefit from this no-cost healthcare, stirring a healthier future for all.
In a unique gesture amidst the ongoing political clashes in the parliament session, Congress MP Rahul Gandhi surprised Defense Minister Rajnath Singh with a red rose and a national flag. The session has been deadlocked due to disruptions, including allegations of collusion to defame India between Sonia Gandhi and businessman George Soros. The historic first in this session saw the opposition and BJP clash over a no-confidence motion against Rajya Sabha Chair Jagdeep Dhankar. The opposition MPs presented roses and flags to urge the BJP for productive discussions, including the Adani green energy issue. The Adani Group has refuted bribery charges, with Gautam Adani stating that challenges only make them stronger. The no-confidence motion is expected to fail due to procedural issues. The BJP accused Sonia Gandhi of links to Soros, while the Congress demanded a discussion on the Adani issue. Stay tuned as the political drama unfolds in the parliament.
In a tragic incident from Andhra Pradesh, a young man named Narendra took his own life after being humiliated by loan app agents who sent morphed photos of his wife to friends and family. The 25-year-old fisherman from Visakhapatnam had taken a loan of $2,000 to meet his expenses, but faced harassment and abuse when he couldn't repay it on time. Despite trying to settle the debt, the agents continued their torment, leading to Narendra's devastating decision. This shocking case has once again highlighted the ruthless tactics employed by some loan apps, sparking concerns about their unethical practices. This is the third such incident in Andhra Pradesh in a week, prompting calls for stricter regulations on these predatory apps. Home Minister Anitha has vowed to crack down on these exploitative practices, emphasizing the need to protect vulnerable borrowers from such appalling treatment. In a shift towards digital trendiness, Google's 2024 search data highlights a wave of Indian enthusiasm for cricket and politics. The Indian Premier League and the T20 World Cup dominated search queries, echoing the nation's passion for sports. Furthermore, political intrigue was at the forefront, with the Bharatiya Janata Party and the election results 2024 stirring up significant search activity. Notably, Ratan Tata's legacy shone bright as a beacon of admiration in search trends. This year, beyond the realm of sports and politics, Indians also delved into environmental concerns, weather patterns, and the captivating world of cinematic entertainment. From quirky lingo inquiries to meaningful memes, Indian netizens showed a thirst for knowledge on diverse topics, demonstrating a colorful tapestry of interests permeating the digital realm. As Indians broaden their horizons, exploring new avenues of sports, politics, and popular culture, Google's 2024 search data unveils a dynamic and multifaceted digital landscape, reflecting the diverse interests and curiosities of the Indian populace. Mangalore Today brings to you a concerning report from the Supreme Court as it expresses worry over the misuse of cruelty laws by married women to harass their husbands and in-laws for personal gains. This comes in light of the tragic suicide of Bengaluru techie Atul Subhash, who accused his estranged wife and her family of filing false cases against him. The court noted that laws intended to protect women from domestic violence are being exploited for personal vendettas. In another development, the Bengaluru police have initiated an investigation into Atul's suicide after he left behind a detailed note accusing his wife and family of harassment. Social media demands justice for Atul as his family files a case under abetment of suicide and criminal act sections against his wife and relatives. Stay tuned for more updates on this distressing case. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma emphasized the need for Assam to learn from countries like Israel on survival strategies in the face of adversities. Speaking at an event in Sonitpur district, Sarma highlighted the historical challenges faced by Assam due to its borders with Bangladesh, Myanmar, and West Bengal. He called for embracing knowledge, science, technology, and courage to strengthen the community's survival. Sarma commemorated Swahid Diwas, honoring Kargeswar Talukdar, the first martyr of the Assam agitation. He expressed concerns about the ongoing threats from outsiders and emphasized the importance of economic self-reliance to preserve the state's identity. Sarma urged the youth to actively contribute to securing the state's economic independence. He stressed the significance of practical actions over emotions in building a strong community. Sarma also highlighted the government's efforts in reclaiming encroached land and ensuring political safeguards through constituency delimitation. He outlined plans to enhance educational and infrastructural development across the state. Sarma's address reiterated the importance of protecting Assam's cultural and economic identity amidst evolving challenges.
Tragic incident in Kopa Taluk of Chikmagaluru district as two young girl children, Seema and Radhika, lost their lives after accidentally falling into an open well while playing in the line houses of laborers in a coffee estate at Amadi. Their mother, Sunitha Bai, had come to the estate for work, leaving her children playing. Upon returning, she discovered them missing. Locals found Seema's body in a well nearby, while Radhika's body was found later with the help of fire and rescue personnel. The family hails from Nazirabad in Madhya Pradesh. The authorities have launched an investigation into this heartbreaking incident. In a shocking turn of events, former South Korean Defense Minister Kim Yong-hyun attempted suicide moments before his formal arrest over his alleged involvement in the failed imposition of martial law. The ex-minister, detained since Sunday, tried to take his own life at the Seoul Dongbu Detention Center using a string from his clothing. He now faces charges including engaging in critical duties during an insurrection and abuse of authority to obstruct the exercise of rights. The political turmoil in South Korea deepens as investigations continue into the martial law crisis, with President Yoon Suk-yeol also under scrutiny. President Yoon, who had briefly suspended civilian rule, now faces a travel ban as part of an insurrection probe. The leadership crisis escalates with the main opposition party planning a second impeachment vote and questions arising over who is truly in charge. Amidst the chaos, two top police officials have also been taken into custody. The people of South Korea watch on as their country grapples with unprecedented political upheaval.
At least 75 Indian nationals have been successfully evacuated from the conflict-ridden Syria and have crossed over to Lebanon as rebel forces topple the Bashar al-Assad government. Among the evacuees are 44 pilgrims from Jammu and Kashmir who were stranded at Sayyidah Zainab. The External Affairs Ministry confirmed that the Indians will return to India via commercial flights after being stranded in the war-torn region. Efforts were coordinated by Indian embassies in Damascus and Beirut to ensure the safe evacuation. However, some Indians still remain in Syria, and they are advised to stay in contact with the embassy for assistance. The rebel forces, led by the Hayat Tahrir al-Sham group, captured the capital Damascus, prompting Assad to flee to Russia. Meanwhile, Mohammed al-Bashir has been appointed as the transitional prime minister by the rebels, with a call for stability and calm. The international community, including the U.S., is closely monitoring the developments and urging for an inclusive process to form a transitional government in Syria.
In the latest political developments, the opposition India bloc, including veteran leader Sharad Pawar and Delhi's former CM Arvind Kejriwal, have decided to approach the Supreme Court over alleged EVM manipulation in Maharashtra's recent assembly elections. The meeting highlighted the need for strategic planning ahead of the Delhi assembly polls. Despite AAP's previous wins, BJP aims for a stronger presence amidst corruption allegations. The decision to challenge EVMs was announced by Prashant Jap after NCP Sharad Pawar suffered losses in Pune. The Supreme Court has consistently supported EVMs, citing advantages like reduced fraud and quicker voting processes. Election Commission dismissed claims of mismatched VVPAT slips. Opposition alleges EVM tampering favored the ruling BJP coalition in Maharashtra. BJP secured 235 seats out of 288 in the recent polls, while Mahavikas Aghadi struggled with 46 wins. Stay tuned for more updates on Mangalore today. A tragic incident occurred in Kozhikode as a 20-year-old man named Alvin from Vadakara lost his life after being hit by a speeding luxury car while filming reels on the beach road. Alvin, the only child of his parents, was recording promotional videos for a showroom selling high-end car accessories. The accident took place around 7:30 a.m. under the Velail police station jurisdiction, where Alvin was struck by the car, causing fatal injuries. Despite being rushed to a private hospital, he passed away at 11:30 a.m. The police have seized 2 cars, a Land Rover Defender and a Mercedes-Benz, to investigate further and determine which vehicle was involved in the tragic accident. Our thoughts and prayers are with Alvin's family during this difficult time.
We're grateful for your time and attention on today's news podcast. For a deeper dive into today's topics, our website mangaloretoday.com has you covered. And if you haven't yet, subscribing to our channel is the best way to stay updated. Thank you, and see you next time.